gentlemen, Jay Whittaker!
Wow, that was nice. Had me feeling like Obama in his first term right there. I felt very welcome. Look at this. Thank you guys so much for being here. How you guys doing tonight? You guys feeling good? Great. Thank you for getting my name right. My name is Jay Whittaker. Some people have a hard time with my last name. It's a super easy name. It's a British last name. But sometimes people mispronounce Whittaker. I've gotten Windtalker. That's weird. I've gotten Whittaker, hashtag interracial dating. Gotten White Attacker. Sometimes I'm cranky on Mondays. You know how it goes. Whatever. You know? I'm originally from Los Angeles, California. All right, cool. Thank you. And then I moved out to Orange County, and then I looked at my dad and said, Dad, it's not white enough. I want to go to Utah. And this is the place. Yeah, this is the place. Yeah. This is the place. Right here. My dad's a great father. He's a great father. Like, I love him. He's at that point now where he's got a smartphone, but he's kind of dumb with it, you know? Like, it's just, you ever get a selfie from a parent? It's all blurry. There's like 5 different emojis that don't belong there. And he still lives in L.A., so every time he's sending me a selfie or something, like, he's always just like, at like a Dodgers game or a Lakers game, just doing something really cool, and he always try to brag. He's like, yeah, look at all this cool stuff now that you don't live with me anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, but I miss back home, and you know, but my dad moved me out of L.A. I lived there in the 80s. He thought I was gonna join a gang, you know, but look at me. I'm not threatening in any way, shape, or form. I smile in all my photos. You know, I take all the stickers off my hat. You know, I'm one of the good ones. But look at me, like, I look like I got kicked out of NWA for having good grades, okay? Y'all heard of Easy-E? I'm Easy-A. That's me. I can help you with calculus. About the most thuggish thing I ever did in my life was one time I went to the movies, and I brought some outside food or drink up in there, yeah! That's right, I'm trying to see Magic Mike, what's up? I'm not gonna join a gang like the Bloods or Crips. Come on now, that's just not, it's not conducive. If you ever joined a gang, which you haven't, if you ever joined a gang, you know, they jump you in. For those who don't know what the jump in, that's where they just beat you up and give you a handkerchief and tell you that you're a part of something. Okay, that's not gonna work for me. If I'm gonna join a gang, I'm gonna join a nice, white, friendly gang like the Jets from West Side Story. Because it's 10 times easier to join their gang. It's way easier. Don't believe me, listen to the song. When you're a jet all the way from your first cigarette to your last dying day. That's it, I gotta smoke 1 cigarette and I'm in a gang? And I get to hold hands with a Puerto Rican? See, let's do this, todos los días, yes. That means every day. I read that somewhere. Yes. You know, I'm actually gonna go back home to celebrate my birthday. I'm turning 34. I mean, yeah, golf clap. That's exactly what the age of 34 gets, is a golf clap. Like, you made it this far. Here's your coupon to Cold Stone or something, I don't know. You know, but everyone's like, oh, man, you gotta do something crazy for your birthday, man. You gotta do something crazy, like do something exciting, do a thrill. You know, if I want a thrill, I'll just cook some bacon naked, okay? That's where I... Oh! Or fill out a credit application, see how that goes. Yes! You've been approved, Mr. Whittaker. Thank you. Ah, yes. Now, like, everyone wants me to go out to a nightclub or everything, but I'm not a big club guy because, like, you know, like, I just don't feel like putting on a bunch of clothes and trying to pretend like I know how to dance to court a young lady. It's not, I don't want to meet, my buddy's like, I want to meet that dime piece. I want to meet that perfect 10. No, thank you. Give me a 6 that likes Netflix and has Xanax. I'll marry her on the spot. I will Netflix and chill with you for the rest of your life, baby. It's great. But I don't like going out to a club. The DJs give you way too many instructions, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need all this. I came here to just have a good time, you know? DJs all, come on, put your hands up! Actually, I didn't really have the chance to shower, so I'm just gonna keep them right here. You know, DJs, you know, if you got a $20 bill, put your hands up. You got a $50 bill, put your... Actually, I don't feel comfortable disclosing my financial information with these strangers. This is weird. I just want an honest DJ. I want an honest DJ. Like, stop trying to make it like we're having the time of our life and we only got one night to live, you know, just party like it's 1990. No, I don't want to do that. I want an honest DJ. It's like, if you possibly have $20 in your pocket and you're on Xanax, make some noise. And they're probably just gonna be like, woo. I love dancing to hip-hop music. I love it, though. It's hip-hop gets me hype, you know. It's always fun. It's always fun. You know, one of my favorite songs is from Notorious B.I.G., Biggie. He says, you got a gun up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Why? Because I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby. Babe. First of all, why are you asking why? Like, we all know the answer to that. What's the worst thing? I don't know, property damage, loss of life. The women that you would like to get pregnant, they won't be around because they probably got scared from the gunshots. I don't understand. This music is not for me. These rappers need to start thinking their lyrics out. I'm starting to get worried about a lot of these guys. Rapper 2 Chainz. A lot of people don't know this. He graduated from college 1 year early with a 4.0 GPA. 100% true. Seriously. That's awesome. Very intelligent man, but chooses to dumb down his lyrics all the time. Case in point, I'll give you an excerpt from one of his classics. And he says, she got a big booty, so I call her Big Booty. Oh, well done, Detective 2 Chainz. You should be on Law & Order's Special Victims Unit. We've identified the body, but we're not sure who the name is. I'm gonna call her Big Booty because she got a big booty. I'm gonna go on break. Rappers are just confusing to me, man. Lil Wayne, I'm a little concerned about Lil Wayne. That man is out of his mind. Always. Like any parents in here, if you've seen your baby do that, you get worried. You gotta listen to his lyrics. Something is wrong with Lil Wayne. He's crying out for help. Something is wrong with his physical health. You'll never be able to hear a song from him the same ever again. But something is wrong with him physically. He's giving you hints in his song. One lyric, he says, I got a big house hallways. I got 10 bathrooms. I could crap all day. Really? That's what you want to do with all that young moolah, baby? That's what you want to do with all that money? Just sit back and eat burritos and cold pizza and just need to get a bottle of K.O. Pectate. What's wrong with you, Lil Wayne? What's wrong? All these rappers bragging about their lifestyle and what kind of cars they drive. Bugattis and Aston Martins. If I was a rapper, I'd rap about what I drive. I drive a 2008 Ford Escape. It's pleasant. I'd be like, I'm on that mid-size SUV swag, 5-star safety rating with 7 airbags. Just picked up my dry clean and put it on the hanger. Put some more John Mayer on my 6-disc CD changer. You didn't know I like John Mayer, did y'all? Yeah. Body is one. It's pleasant to listen to, all right? It's better than. But see, I like old school hip hop. That's like what I grew up on. You know, like I grew up on a lot of old school hip hop. You know, LL Cool J, and then even older. One of the original rap songs is Rapper's Delight. I love that song. Because they're not bragging about, you know, their cars or, you know, the size of a woman's posterior or how many times they could use a bathroom in one day. You know what they're rapping about in Rapper's Delight, Sugar Hill Gang? Toast. Classic line of the song. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast, but I like hot butter on my breakfast toast. That's awesome. Like, I love toast. I'd be like, what? Like, I walk up into a club, yo, let me get some margarine over here. Let me get some I can't believe it is butter. What's up? Yes. I hope y'all, like, go out to a club and they got, like, oh, they got toast up in here. Yeah. No, that's my car, though. My Ford Escape. If you drive a Ford Escape, you ain't escaping nothing, okay? Oh, no. I travel a lot for stand-up, and it's great. I've been, you know, a lot of exotic places. You know, I've gone overseas. I've been to Iraq, been to Germany, been to some dangerous places like, I don't know, the South. Yeah, I was down in New Orleans, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. Yeah, it's super aggressively racist down there still. Yeah. Yeah, like, that's why it's good to be here in Utah where the racism is subtle and systematic, you know. It's like you can almost set your watch to it. 9:15, I hate you too, Dave. It's always a guy named Dave, it's cool. But I experienced racism in Mississippi in like one of the most unlikely places, Olive Garden. And now you're thinking, what? OGs? What? You experienced that in OGs? I was there for bottomless breadsticks, and things happen, okay? It's weird. I was hanging out in the lobby with me and my friends. This dude comes in. He kind of just looked like the love child of Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam. You know what I'll let your brain do the visual on that. And he comes in and goes, ain't no brother gonna come up in here and have fettuccine Alfredo. And I was like, first of all, like, why are you being, like, racist and super meal-specific right now? Like, what is it about fettuccine Alfredo? Is this, like, some weird thing that, like, what is it, white pasta, white sauce, white women? Is it a slippery slope? What is it? I don't understand. Oh, it's a great time to be alive in America. I love living in this country. I know, like, yes, I probably will talk about race tonight. Don't worry. It happened to me, not you. Okay? These are my stories. And if you get offended, it's because you're stupid. Also, we already have your money, so... So buckle up. Like, it's crazy. It's a weird time. You got to learn to laugh at things. It's just like, to me, racism is so stupid. I mean, like, I was hanging out at the gym, you know, just leaving the gym, and I came back to my car, and some aggressive dude who had a Confederate flag out, he looks at me and he goes, "Hey, go back to your country." And I did my ancestry because I'm a smart gentleman. I'm like, "Which one?" And he goes, "Africa." I was like, "Well, sir, just so you know, Africa is a continent, not a country." His stupid reply was, "Well, it's a good thing that you know your history." I was like, Actually, that would be geography. This is how I fight racism, with pure logic. I come down here to educate because it's like, I get it, there's not a lot of me, you know? The first thing I did when I stepped into town was sign autographs with my Utah Jazz jersey. Like, there's a lot of people... Just hang on, like I said. I work security at events. I work security at nightclubs as well when I'm not yelling off jokes to strangers, okay? A lot of times people will come in and get too rowdy, and that's when you gotta be on guard. Like, seriously, and I take that job seriously because my job is to protect everybody. I wanna make sure that everyone gets home safe. This one guy, and I hate this story so much, but he pushed a woman down and slapped her. And I immediately jump in and interview. I'm like, all right, man, that's it. You gotta get out of here. Don't ever come back to you. Don't you ever put hands on anybody, you know? And he got upset. I don't know why, but then he just yelled a racial slur at me and threw a punch. And naturally, because he had a few, and I'm in great shape, I dodged that like I was Floyd Mayweather. I was like, what? He threw another punch. I caught it in midair, and I was like, whoa, those Steven Seagal movies have been really working out for me. Then I grabbed his arm and twisted it to the ground, and my natural instinct was to put him in a headlock, but he looked like the type of guy that would sue. You know, his name was like Connor or Colton, I don't know, whatever. You know the face. You know, boat shoes in the winter, whatever, I don't know. But it was just like, he looked like, I was just like, I didn't want to like put him in a headlock because I really didn't want him to sue. So I just did the next best thing. I tickled him. Guys, I tickled a grown man that called me a racial slur. I didn't know what to do at this point. Just like, I'm just sitting there like, who lives matter? My lives matter. You gonna check your privilege, little buddy? He's probably not racist anymore. And probably can't even look at a Tickle Me Elmo without getting slightly uncomfortable. You guys hung in there for that. Round of applause for yourselves, all right. No, it's unfortunate that these things happen, but, you know, another time somebody said to me, I'm sitting there minding my own business. You know, I'm at a coffee shop just hanging out. I'm sitting there writing jokes like I do. And I guess this guy he was hanging out with his friends and they were just chatting. And this was in Kentucky. And he looks over at me and goes, well, yes? He goes, you're black. I'm like, yeah, I'm well aware of that, sir. Kind of been doing this for over 30 years. I get reminded like at least twice a week, so thank you. I'm just trying to be a person at a place, not a black person at a place. Because regardless of where we come from, what we look like, regardless of your race, religion, sexual preference, or gender, we all just want to be a person at a place, correct? Like 30 of you are on board. They're like, yeah, I guess. You know. But I was just like, I told him, I just want to be a person at a place right now. Is that cool? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm sorry, where I come from, we don't see color. I was like, well, then why did you just mention the fact that I'm a black dude? Like, that's just weird. That's just weird. And he's like, well, you know, how would you like it if I made a comment about your outward appearance? He's like, well, what do you mean? Well, sir, you're a real big piece of crap. He's like, excuse me? Oh, I'm sorry, I grew up in California. I don't see too many big pieces of crap. I only see like small piles of them, but you, sir, are a real piece of one. So like, and he goes, hey, that's not nice. And I'm like, what did we learn? And then I just tickled him. It was weird. You know, like working security, I almost had one guy who actually pulled a gun on me. Like he came out of a minivan and pulled a gun on all of us. He was just, I don't know what was going on with him, but he pulled a gun. And now, like, we de-escalated the situation. He ended up calling the cops and got arrested. But the thing was, all I kept thinking about, everyone kept asking me, are you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. They're like, well, what was it with that guy? I'm like, the guy's not my situation. I'm like, it's just the fact that I just didn't want to be shot by a guy driving a minivan. Like, because I lose all street cred after that. And then if I live to tell the story, like, oh, you that one dude that got shot by the dude on his way to soccer practice. Yeah. That's not gangster at all. It's difficult times in America. A lot of people, you know, don't know what's going on with the presidency. I got a way to fix it, guys. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care. I just want, you know, a lot of people want another black president. That's cool. I think we should get Will Smith to do it because it just makes sense. Think about every Will Smith movie that you have ever seen in your entire life. All he does is save the world. Did it in Suicide Squad, did it in Independence Day, did it in Wild Wild West. He kept the West from being less wild. I don't know, like, he did I, Robot. He saved us from Transformers. And I Am Legend, he saved us from Twilight, basically. All my man does is save the world. Like, imagine just that Will Smith was our president. Just like, that would be dope. You're just sitting there, everybody's barbecuing and getting jiggy with it because it's summertime. You'd even change the song instead of the dun 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 dun. Nah, you don't have that as your presidential song. This will be your presidential song. Now, this is a story all about how a black man got inside the White House. I'd like to take a minute, I'll be right brief. I'll tell you how it became the United States Commander-in-Chief. Dun, 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 dun. DJ Jazzy Jeff is vice president. That's all you need to do. Move the White House to Miami. That'd be great. Like, I could do this all day. How many Will Smith references should I throw out? Is that good? I think that's good. All right. I don't know. I don't get into politics that much. You know, probably the one time I voted was for, what was it? They had the Mountain Dews going on. Like, you could pick the flavor, you know. Joking. Clap a round of applause if you're married. Married people, make some noise. And if you're single, make some noise. Provo, Utah, that was very typical right there. That was cool. That was cool. And married people, you did good. You did good. You made some noise for yourselves because typically you're just kind of tired of being seen in public together. You're just like, yeah, we're here. We're all caught up on Game of Thrones. I figure we might as well go out and see a show. And usually I get golf claps for married. They're like, yeah, we did it. We're doing it. Single people, all loud and proud in public. Woo! Woo! If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it, yeah. Super loud and proud in public, and then you get in the privacy of your own home, and it gets real sad. Just sitting there, laying in the fetal position, just listening to Drake and Adele with some candles lit. Hello from the other side. There's no one on the other side, you know that, right? You're just lonely at this point. It's okay. It's okay. I've been trying to date. I'm not good with dating, you know. Just the other day, this woman sent me a Snapchat with no filter on it. So I guess we're pretty serious now. I mean, now that I know what she looks like. But then she had the nerve to break things off with me. And I was like, she's like, Jay, I feel like I don't know who I am as a person. I need to take a break. And I feel like I don't know who I am. I'm like, well, of course you don't know who you are because you keep sending me these Snapchats of you as a deer, a dog, a zebra, a monkey, a pig, one where the rainbows fall out your mouth, one where you got hors d'oeuvres and flowers and butterflies on top of your head. Ladies, we don't need you looking like you came from Hobby Lobby. We still want to date you, okay? Like, I can't hug you if there's arts and crafts in the way, okay? My goodness. Life is good for me right now. Like, I'm a single parent with joint custody, so I also qualify as a hostage negotiator. I always like to give that joke just a quick pause to see whose life is just as, stressful as mine right now. My favorite thing to do is like pull up in a Target or a Walmart parking lot, around Friday or Sunday evening, and you'll see like the dad pull up in a 1982 Toyota Tercel with the cassette player, and the hubcaps falling off. Then you'll see the ex-wife pull up in, I don't know, a spaceship, whatever. And then you'll see those children being exchanged for the weekend, slowly walking depressed like ISIS hostages. It's just like, yeah, it's real life. It's real life. And she's like waving back at them like, bye, have fun watching Frozen 5 times in a row while I hang out with my new black boyfriend. Guess who I am in this scenario? I'm just waving back at him like, let it go, let it go. It's great. And my son is great, though. He's just a fun kid. Like, he's cute. We had Father's Day recently, and, like, he comes up to me, bursts in my room, he says, Dad, happy Father's Day. I made you a Pokemon protein power pack. He's a nerdy kid, for the record, okay? Very nerdy kid. I made you a Pokemon protein power pack, Dad. I was like, oh, that's so cute, man. He made me breakfast in bed. Read the card. He says, when I grow up, I want to be a great father just like you. And I said, not if you keep up with this Pokemon stuff, you nerd. You'll never procreate, all right? I didn't say that. Shut up. Fix your face. Fix your face. Shut up. Shut up. I didn't say that. I thought it, though. But he made me breakfast in bed. Breakfast in bed, y'all. How cute is that? Here's the thing, it was a Lunchable. And he ate some of the crackers. He's not my guy. He's a nerdy kid, though, man. I remember I took him to the aviary. We love birds. And so I took him to the aviary, and he's like, Dad, I got a new favorite bird. I was like, what is it? He's like, it's the peregrine falcon. I was like, why? I was like, 3 reasons, Dad. What's the reason? First reason, Dad, he's very intense. First reason, it could fly over 200 miles per hour. I was like, that's pretty cool. I was like, what's the second reason? Dad, it's majestic. All right, man. Cool. You want to tone it down a little bit? What was in that power pack? What's the third reason? Dad, it could fly over 232 miles per hour and defecate on someone at the same time. Which was a super awkward moment for me as a parent because, dude, don't talk about that, like it's gross, but also want to applaud my son for having the vernacular to use the words majestic and defecate properly in a sentence, okay? No child left behind. He's a fun kid. He's a fun kid. He's very supportive of the fact that I do stand-up comedy, and that's great because, I'm a comedian. Being a comedian's hard. It's just like, I'll never forget, ran into a homeless guy on the street. He asked me for some spare change. I said, oh, no, man, I'm a comedian. He's like, oh, man, best of luck, man. I hope you get back on your feet. Yeah, that's real life. No, but he's super supportive of me being a comedian. I love it. And sometimes when we hang out, I remember one time we went to a restaurant and they had a 45-minute wait. And I was like, man, let's get out of here. I don't want to waste time here. Let's dip. Let's get out of here. And he's like, no, Dad, let's just sit here and just write some jokes. I was like, cool. What a supportive kid. And so we sat there and we just wrote jokes for a little bit. And he goes, Dad, I told you he's intense. Dad, I got this fire joke. I was like, all right. And he's like, what did the impatient celery say to the ranch dressing? I was like, what? Let's dip, yo. Okay, what just happened? 50% of you got it, and that's fine. The other 50%, there's a slight language barrier, okay, and that's fine. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna time travel back in this joke, okay? The word dip is African-American slang for let's leave, quickly, post-haste. You got me? Feel me? So let's take this joke back one more time. What did the impatient celery say to the ranch dressing? Let's dip, yo. That joke is fire. He's fun. He wants to be an engineer when he grows up, and I think that's great, you know, because somebody's got to make some money in this family. My goodness. No, like, but when he comes by, he likes to draw, you know, he wants to design aircraft and spacecraft, and I think that's great. You know, I'm like, that's cool. That's whatever he wants to do. Just go be that, engineer that. You know, but I some of his drawings of spacecraft and space shuttles, they don't look like space shuttles. If he wants, it doesn't look like he wants to be an engineer. It looks like he wants to be a urologist, if you understand what I'm saying. My son drawing a space shuttle, you can definitely see the rocket and you can definitely see the boosters, okay? I don't know, like, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I don't know, like, I gotta be super supportive of this, so I gotta put it on my fridge. Yeah, there it is. There it is, in all its glory. I mean, but who knows? Maybe with his design, it may fly faster in space, may fly way farther into deep space. I mean, it's just, who knows? I might be an old man in Cape Canaveral, Florida, just sitting there and just pointing in the sky. You see that? You see that? Right there? That rocket in the sky? My son designed that. That's the USS Expansion right there, yes. Yes. He's a fun kid, man. Oh, if y'all only knew how true that joke is right now. like, because because people, you know, when you come over to people's house, they usually, the coffee table is where you put the conversation piece. No, it's on my fridge. Like, I just go, nah, like, yeah, like, this is what he does in his spare time. Just, I'm not sure what he wants to be when he grows up. Oh, man. Been trying to take better care of myself, you know. Went to a CrossFit gym. It's not for me, okay? It's just not for me. I don't need to be doing. I don't need to be doing that, you see? That's exactly why I don't do that. Like, when do I need to... I don't need to do this. Do I need to hop into a motorcycle extremely quickly? I don't need to do that. I went to like this boot camp where they just yell at you and everything and tell you to do all this stuff. He's like, come on, man, push it. Come on, go hard or go home. So I went home. I have got my shows to watch, okay? I will not sit here and tolerate this. It's not for me. Gotta take care of my body, you know? Like, remember I had my appendix removed. You ever have your appendix removed? Yeah, it's terrible. Like, and I remember when I saw the signs of it. I said, you know, I go on WebMD because I'm, you know, and I watched a few episodes of House, so I figured out, like, I know what's going on with my body. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, oh man, this is confusing. I'm like, what's going on here? And they said you'll feel a sharp pain in the right side of your stomach. And like, it was weird because I had a burrito that day, so I thought I was good. I'm like, I should be good. I could probably fart this out. Yeah, I should be good. But it was a real ordeal, y'all. I had to go to the hospital. I made it to the ER, and like, they pulled it out just in time. As they were in, like, doing the surgery, my appendix burst as they were pulling it out. Like, I would have went septic. It was crazy. And so, like, but they right before they're getting me prepped, they're all like, well, what do you do for a living? And I was like, oh, I'm a comedian. And they were like, hey, Rachel, this guy that we're going to be working on, he's a comedian. How awesome is that? You know, like, you could use this in your stand-up, and I'm doing it right now. But so since they thought that, you know, like I was a comedian, you know, like that they wanted to play a joke on me, you know, so like the first thing they did, like they were like, all right, Jay, we're going to have you count down from 5, and then you're going to go into the, you know, and then when you wake up, your appendix will be gone. I was like, all right, cool. And so they go 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, Rachel, you ready for this emergency thumb removal? And I was like, emergency thumb removal? And then I just went black. They talk about you have very lucid and vivid dreams when you're unconscious. It was just the entire time of me just like in a Mario world just trying to find my thumb. Like it was just... Never found it. I woke up, I was like, ah! Thank you. Yes. It's not fun, okay? It's not fun. I'm having a blast on social media. My favorite thing to do is to go on Facebook and just kind of mess with people. But it's very simple. It's not, you don't have to say anything aggressive. You don't have to say anything mean. All you need to do to mess with your friends is sad face every single post you see. You're like, oh, we're just having a great time tonight. Oh, like we're gonna go get some, you know, like a nice kale salad and some artisan bread. We're checking this new place out. Sad face, you could add a pizza, you idiot. It's delicious. You know, this is unnecessary. Or, you know, like, or, you know, I'm so happy to be married to him. He is my earth, my sun, my rocket, my booster, my everything. I just am so excited to be married to him. Sad face, we could have had 17 minutes of passion on my air mattress. What's up? Could have held hands and talked about life. Ah, man. It's a beautiful crowd tonight. You guys look good. Guys look good. A lot of ladies that came in here. Got a quick question. Any cougars in the house? I'm not talking the BYU kind. Some of y'all ladies is lying. Well, I came up with a great system, and it's like I feel like every woman in here has a little bit of feline in them, and I'm here to bring that out, okay? If your ages 18 to 24, I like to call those wildcats. Are there any wildcats in here tonight, Max? I feel like I'm at a T Swift concert right now. Okay. 25 to 34, I like to call those Pumas. Where are the Pumas at? Pumas, make some noise. This is for the ladies. You clapped. Okay. You live your life. 35 to 55, like, that's where I think that's where the official cougar is. And where are those at? Yeah. There you go. See, some of y'all got real proud. Y'all like, varsity, I made the team. But if you're 56 and up, don't worry. I didn't leave you out. I thought of you, you know. Jaguars, that's where they at, you know. You got a couple spots on you, but you still sexy, baby, yeah. Hey, you guys have been so much fun. My name is Jay Whittaker. Thank you guys so much. You guys are a fantastic crowd. Thank you. Provo, Utah, thank you so much.